Morning folks, how y'all doing today? Well, it's June 20th, it's morning, the sun is just coming up over the tree line here on the east side, and I thought I'd do a quick garden update to document where we are at this point. We've had a fair amount of rain the last couple of days. We did have a few days of a heat wave, warm here, I mean getting up to 90, no record set. And I thought I'd turn the camera around, do a quick walk through the system. I know it's going to be getting a little bit windy, but it's windy here. So hopefully my voice will carry through. So hold on, we'll take the walk. Really love those variegated irises, but that's not what this is about. So over here, some of the lavender. Some of our lavender didn't survive the winter. The snow was so deep, so I'm going to think about designing a hoop system for this particular feature here. But we'll have to harvest the lavender really quickly. Here it is, June 20th, and we're already thinking about harvesting things. So here's our watermelon patch here. Yes, we densely populate things. I did a little weeding, but when it's raining, doing the cultivation is much more challenging. So let's go over here. So here are our blue potatoes, not the sweet potatoes, our blue potatoes and heirloom blue potatoes. Got those planted last week. Oh, dang it, the winds. I'll get down here low behind the wall. And we have some extra basil we planted in here. On the other side, we have some of our red banana peppers that are planted on the edge there as well. Many little varmints get in and eat a lot of our plants. I got the drip tape down here, so the automated watering system. We'll go over that. Strawberry bed. I'm sorry about the wind, folks. Strawberry bed doing okay so far. Get down here to our various ones. Again, I've got to do some planting. These are the bee balm plants here that I transplanted. Marjoram, I'm sorry, where is the marjoram? Here's one of them. They aren't surviving the transplant all that well. Some of the lemon mint here. So some of the extra rosemary as well in this area. And I can't say this, fungreek. We're trying that out this year. Some of our spinach going to seed. We'll be saving that seed. I did some bimbo lettuce, which it's I can't remember the rest of the name for it. They're planted in here, so right next to this. Again, I got to do some weeding. That's some of the pelleted lettuce. Some of our other lettuce, arugula going to seed as well. Our eggplant in the permanent raised bed. I did not get the insect netting on it, unfortunately, so once again, early in the season, we lose probably 20%, but the ones that survive come back strong each year. Here's some of the red holy basil that we planted 2.5 weeks ago. Some of the sweet basil we've been harvesting right along. Some of the parsley in here, again, needs to be weeded. Rosemary plants, not as tough as they should be right now, but I've been weeding these. Some of the sage plants, cilantro, we got to do some harvesting here. Some of the garlic chives, some of the regular chives. Right here we've got the cantaloupe all along this hoop house here. This I showed previously, the hoop containing a lot of the curly kale. So we let it all go to flower and now to seed. So these are just about ready to be hung out. But right now the Harbor Freight is full of the spearmint that we just harvested the other day. We're harvesting various ones. There again are one more bed of the curly kale. Gone to seed, just a few flowers on that one. So we'll be harvesting that. These are the, on this hoop here, right at the base here we have the prize winning, and I can't remember, they're a pole bean that we really fell in love with last year. They're a very large bean, and I eat lots of beans. We eat lots of beans here in our foods. Really nice, and they produce excellent flowers. The hummingbirds go crazy over these. It's like a little hummingbird habitat. On this side of the hoop are the Trail of Tears pole beans. They're really good. Again, you can see some sparse spots. We have little rabbits, and everybody comes in here to munch in our gardens. What do we have here? Some of the that's the parsley here, one of our hardy kiwis. And this bed has taken quite a hit, but we've got some cabbage in here, some broccoli, some of the original broccoli we put in. So this is about 3 weeks ago we planted these broccoli. Then somebody came in and ate a whole bunch of them, so we took a lot of the extras and replaced them. Mostly curly kale in this bed, and Zypher squash at the ends of these beds. This is all broccoli as well. Zypher squash at the ends of each of these beds. What do we have here? So here we have celery all along in here. Some of the Bastan, hot peppers over there, and under the I'm going to call this a shade cloth. It really isn't a shade cloth. I got this idea from Curtis Stone, one of his videos. And I planted carrots in here. So we'll see how everything starts off. I had to flame weed it the other day. There were quite a few weed seeds coming up. I did end up getting a few of the carrots that were coming up. Over here, some of the oregano doing pretty well. When it's not windy, I'll talk more about the weed mat systems, how well they're working, some of the things we're using, and certainly the drip tape. So far I like this a lot. Here I took a lot of extra cabbage transplants and moved them in here, and broccoli. So those I put in just last week, or the beginning, let me see. Yes, last week. Today's Tuesday. All right. Yesterday we harvested garlic scapes. That was pretty cool. All right, so we got some thyme here on the very edge, and some weeds. And I believe that that's at the base of that small honey locust there. That's seeds from lemon mint there. So we'll have to see. We're going to let those come up, and I'll taste them probably in the next couple of days. So there's some some time amongst the weeds down in here. Then here, is that cauliflower or is that broccoli? Geez, this is terrible. I'm forgetting what I'm doing. Along here we have dill in the center of the teepee. Then we have various cucumber plants around here, pickling cucumbers. Well, I got to get over here and weed again. Here we have, these ones are the beefsteak tomatoes. So these were the last ones we put in. So they're doing very well so far. Then here we have cauliflower, the bed of cauliflower that I put in about whatever the last garden update video was. We'll have to see. This is the cabbage. And here we have the Roma tomatoes. These are doing pretty well. And some of our sweet corn that we've been growing for a few years. Our red onions. The leeks. All of them doing pretty darn well. Comfrey's laying over. Once it hits that 5 foot, even though it's blocked from the west winds, and I've already mowed a lot of it down and chopped a lot of it to use, but I don't know if this is showing up, but you can actually see once they lay down, they already start shooting up new little shoots, and in 3 weeks time this will be 4 foot again. So constantly producing, sequestering nutrients, including carbon. And here's the first broccoli we put in. This is about 4 weeks ago transplanted. The bell peppers, they've been hit pretty hard. It's been so cool over here. The temperature, many of our heat-loving plants haven't done as well because we just have had such a cool spring. These are the Solents. These are the Solents tomatoes. Then over here we have the Hawaiian heirloom blue sweet potatoes. And of course I've got to do some weeding here as well. Get the fencing up. It really doesn't completely protect everything. Because the deer just pop right over it. Let's see. So we still have our sweet peas that are up, climbing up the pole. I'm not sure that you can see them in this. Here's some more of our thyme. We got to harvest some of this. More thyme. And at the base of these are the same sets of beans. On this side, it's the Trail of Tears beans, and on the other side the and I can't remember, Stella, I think it is, those award-winning large pole beans. I'm going to take a walk and show you another spot that because we had so many transplants, I actually put an ad on Craigslist, but no one was interested. We had one person ask, but there's still a lot of plants that need to be transplanted. All these are the clover here that I'll be transplanting later. And those kale will end up going in the kale spots that we just will be harvesting for the seeds. But we're trying to grow enough crops, not just for our chickens and ducks, and we'll get to hoop house and greenhouse later on if I don't run out of gas. And oh, the honey locust. These guys, well, you can't smell the fragrance right now, but all of these little areas here, these here had all the little flowers and all. My God, the fragrance out here is just absolutely amazing. Well, I took the rototiller out here, and again, our ground is way too tough for using the rototiller, even the BCS one. Ripped the tines right off the unit. And but here we took some of our red Russian kale, planted it here. It does get this is the area where the deer keep popping over and chewing down a lot of the blackberry plants, red raspberry plants, red currants, some lilacs as well. But since this area does get watered, we put the red Russian kale in here as well. And when these get big enough, we'll just move the fence over and we'll let the wildlife consume these. So the deer have been eating a lot of the blackberries that I've got planted. You can see the grass tall here. And then a lot of the cabbage, extra cabbage and broccoli planted down here. Thea planted those the other day. Put the fencing around. But you can see nobody knocked the fencing down. And these things are just 4 foot high. So I came down here, you can see this is one of the places the deer come through every day, right by this bent tree here. They come down, I've tracked them. Actually, the coyote and the fox come through here as well, but they just popped right over here. See the deer print right through, came through and ate quite a few of them. Well, that's okay. Maybe we slow some of the critters down. Well, that's about it for the update for today, folks. I just wanted to share with you some of the things that we're doing with the plants out here. We've been real busy doing harvesting, doing lots of dehydrating. Yesterday, harvested all the garlic scapes. Thea spent a few hours going ahead and getting those put into the freezer. And it's been real busy, crazy around here, and I've been working on other projects as well. So I wanted to give you a bit of an update on how things are going, get a look at, see how the plants are growing at this point. I'm going to be creating a response to some of the comments and questions that I've received lately, and expand a little bit further on some of the comments that were made. So thanks for watching, folks. Have a fantastic day. Bye bye now.